him, wait on him, wait on him. Hit it!
All right, Rocket football fans, welcome to another Gaige Courtney Coaches Show. And we have, again, this week, every week we have a special guest coach.
Yeah, a couple of
them every week. And it's great to have you guys in here. And, you know, we have in Crittenden County, there are a lot of belts. There are a lot of cross. And you know, a belt is a common name in Crittenden County. So we have Evan Belt. Now, I'm going to let Kekoa, did I say it right? No. See, I can't come on. Say Tell us your name.
Kekoa.
Kekoa.
Kuamoo.
Am I getting any better? I've tried it several times now.
That's all right.
So we're just going to start with Mr. KK. I told him I was going to call him from now on. And tell us, first of all, I'm sure everybody's going to want to know, where does that name come from?
My dad is Hawaiian. And my great-grandfather was from Hawaii.
So it's a Hawaiian name.
Yeah.
And how did you end up in Crittenden County?
My stepdad, he used to live here. So they got a little older, so they started. They wanted to retire here. That's
a great place to retire. It's a great place to watch a Rocket football game, too. We're going to get to see one Friday night. These guys are going to be playing the first district game of the season. Fulton County will be here. It's homecoming week. A lot going on this week. Parade. And the Powder Puff football game Thursday night. And Fulton County rolls into here. They have won 2 games and lost 5. We are 3-4. Coach Courtney, Fulton County we've watched them improve over the years. It's a team that we've beaten 20 times in a row.
Wow.
20 times in a row. Prior to that, the series was almost even. Fulton County had some great teams back in the 80s. But we've really dominated them recently, and I know you want to keep that up this week. But they've gotten better.
Yeah, they have. They're a pretty good football team. They got a lot of weapons. They got a lot of size. Good mixture of kids. Not real deep, probably, is the one thing that may have hurt them in their scheduling early. They play, bigger schools and may wear down against those bigger opponents number-wise, but they got a lot of good things going on. Good quarterback, several guys that can run and catch the ball, some really big offensive linemen, a linebacker that's really good. They've been getting better. Before the year, I wouldn't have been surprised if people would pick them the favorite in the district, and some people still may think that. Last week they lost to Russellville in a close one. 2 weeks ago, I guess they had a bye, but they didn't have their quarterback either, who was kind of the main thing of that offense.
Really?
Was out
in the Russellville game.
In the Russellville game, so. They're still a really formidable opponent, that's for sure. A team that we knew, after last year. I mean, they kind of gave us fits both times we played them for about a half. We got to come in this game and really respect them and know what they're capable of, because they're definitely capable of a lot of good things on the football field.
Now, last year we went down there. It was a day game. I can't remember exactly why we played a day game.
I can't really either. It was a Saturday.
It was a Saturday afternoon day game. And, yeah, it was really close for 3 quarters. I think we scored. I think we were ahead by a touchdown at the half.
I think they were.
They were. No,
yeah.
I thought we shut them out.
Were we? Okay, maybe we did.
I think
maybe
we ended up beating
7-0.
36-0 or something like that.
You're probably right.
But I think it was one touchdown game at the half, and even into the fourth quarter. I think we scored 20 or so points.
Late in the
fourth quarter kind of came alive. That's one where Coleman almost scored twice and fumbled into the end zone.
Yeah.
Was it 2 times?
I don't know.
It was once for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Coleman Stone, of course, was a lineman. You ran him at fullback. I remember that one for sure.
Yeah. And then the playoffs, they come in and come kind of like this muddle huddle weird offense. They go right down and score, and we kind of struggled.
I thought we shut them out there too.
No, they scored. I believe the first or the second drive of the game, and they came out kind of like we do before a field goal with a lot of guys on one side of the formation, and. We're able to create a couple big plays off that and end up catching the pass in the end zone. I'm not sure.
60-16 the final.
Yeah. But early it was kind of, they were in it and fought hard.
Everybody's in the game with us early.
That's true also.
We'll talk to these guys about that
maybe
too,
they can fill me in a while.
Yeah, we'll talk about why we're a little slow out of the chute. But we're quick out of the chute here with the Whitetail Property Coaches Show. We appreciate everybody being here. Want to also thank some of our other partners, Seed Plant Federal Credit Union, Colonel Ag, that's Corey and Blake Colonel, Farmers Bank and Trust with 10 locations in Marion, West Kentucky. First United Bank, Charlie Days, the lending agent. Par 4 Plastics, where you can look for all their products on vehicles, gun stocks. Walmart has laundry baskets they make. Do you guys know that?
Nope.
No? So one thing we want to know, I'll start with Kekoa. Did I get better?
Yeah.
Kekoa.
That was right.
KK. I still like KK. So, the past, I think every game we've won, we've been behind this year. I believe that's right. I think so. I looked at that the other day. I'm pretty sure that's right. So, why do you think we're such a slow starting team? What's going on in that locker room, Kekoa?
I don't know. I don't know. The energy might be low. Focus for me, sometimes the focus isn't there, and I can see other guys, the focus might not be there.
Mm-hmm.
But I think we do need to get more focused because it is homecoming and it is against Fulton.
A lot of things this week. Coaches traditionally say homecoming week is a terrible distraction with so many things going on. You guys are playing volleyball. Last night, I think the volleyball seniors won that, right?
Yeah.
Where'd y'all play? Did you get spikes?
He got the last spike.
Did you really? Come on. Yeah. Who'd you beat?
We beat the sophomores and then the juniors.
Sophomores and juniors. All right. So, tell us a little bit about Kekoa, your history. You've been in Crittenden County how long? About 6 years, 6 or 7? Is that right?
3.
3. All right. Well, all right. That was twice as many. So, did you play football before you came to Crittenden County?
I did.
Where were you at beforehand?
Flagstaff, Arizona.
Yeah.
And I played since 6th grade, I would say.
Yeah. And you've spent most of your time on defense. You play a little offense too here, but you've been getting quite a bit of playing time recently on the defensive side of the ball.
I have.
Yeah. Yeah. How's that going for you? What are you seeing out on the field?
Fast guys. There's a lot of fast guys.
Yeah. Now you play the invert, right?
No, I play free safety.
He's free safety. Okay. So you're kind of the last resort sometime back there.
Yeah, sometimes.
Well, center fielder type guy.
Mm-hmm.
You what kind of speed do you have?
Pretty decent, I would say.
4.3, you think, something like that? Not
no,
quite.
Definitely not.
Yeah, 4.9, 4.8.
Somewhere around there.
Somewhere around there. Yeah. What's your greatest asset, football wise? What do you bring to the football field?
I would say I have good hands. I scan the field pretty good when I do play free safety.
Mm-hmm.
We run routes pretty good when I'm focused, and I would say that's my biggest attributes.
So what are you looking for at free safety when you're back there? What typically what coverage are you in?
Cover 3.
Yeah. So what's your responsibility in cover 3?
Drop back, middle of the field, make sure nothing gets behind me.
Be that center fielder, right?
Mm-hmm.
Go clean it all up, be over top some guys, and you like it back there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come up on the run too. You like that?
Sometimes.
Yeah. So, Coach Courtney, what have you seen out of Kekoa?
He's a really good athlete, and we've known that he was. And he's really came along last week, started off the game with him and started free safety, gets a big 4th down stop, undercuts the ball perfect, gets 2 hands on it, almost picks it. But he's getting better and better. And he's, like you said, he scans the field really well. He's got good, really natural reactions back there at free safety. And he could help us at receiver too. He may get some chances this week. There may be some opportunities there. Really good hands, like you said, moves well, crisp route runner. Just so stacked at receiver. We just really are. It's hard to spread that ball out to everybody. But I'd expect him to play a whole lot of DB. He's really came on the last few weeks, especially at free safety. And Tyler Belt's been getting more carries, which kind of opens the door for some more playing time and needing some blows back there. And with the reps that he's got, he's done really well. So, Kekoa's a really good player for us. And I think that he's going to keep getting better because he's just now kind of really starting to get playing time the last few weeks.
Mm-hmm. Been splitting some time with Tyler Belt back there.
Yeah.
Evan Belt, of course. Evan, you've played baseball for several years, and didn't you play a little basketball one time too?
till about 8th grade. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah. But this is your first time to play football, right? This season, did you play? I couldn't remember if you played in Little League or
I
not.
played in 3rd grade.
In
That's
third
about it.
grade, and then skipped it all the way to your junior year. You're a senior.
I'm a senior.
You're a senior this year. That's right. That's why you're here. We're having the senior.
That's right.
I was thinking of last baseball season. So, talk a little bit about that and what it's been like to really not have a whole lot of history in football through Little League or middle school, and then you come in your senior year. And why did you choose to do that, and how's it been?
It's been pretty difficult coming in. I didn't really know anything about football, but Tyler Belt talked me into playing. I had no clue, even the positions of anything, honestly.
And what have you learned?
Everything. Every basic about football they've taught me.
Yeah.
I understand it pretty well now, but
So now you know where the defensive backs are, and you know
Yeah.
what position. And you play a DB most of the time.
mm-hmm.
So what position? Where do you find yourself most often in the defense?
corner,
Just either side, any particular?
either side.
Yeah, move around depends on what
Mhm.
what they line up in. So what have you learned about covering a receiver? What are your responsibilities? What have you learned? And any tricks? Tyler Belt teach you any tricks about covering guys?
Don't let them behind you because you'll get burnt.
That's our number one rule.
Yeah.
That's right.
So how do you keep that from happening? You jam them a little bit sometime, or what do you do?
Start 7 yards off of them and run back.
Yeah, you don't play right up there, cover zero right in their face.
I don't think I'm fast enough for that.
So what has been the most remarkable thing that you've watched football from the stands, or for many years, and your friends have all played rocket football, and now you're out there with pads and a helmet on. What is the most remarkable thing that you have found that, wow, I really didn't realize it was like this? I'm not saying the atmosphere, one thing. I mean, just the hype
Yeah,
before a game.
but pregame in the locker room, there's really nothing like it. No other sports can compare to that.
We weren't like that in baseball when you played baseball for me. We didn't.
No,
It's not even close. Is it?
those bus rides with Ben and the country music didn't help.
Yeah, it's just a different feel in a locker room in football and on the sideline and getting ready for it.
Yes.
You're right. There is no other measure like that that I know of in high school sport. I really don't, and I've been around it for many, many, many years. Coach Courtney, talk to us a little bit about Evan, his evolution as a player, how he's come on in the senior year. He's going to have him 1 year.
Yeah, it's amazing. Hadn't played since 3rd grade. Comes out, doesn't really know anything, like he says, doesn't even know the positions. I remember as soon as we got in there, talking on the whiteboard in the locker room and drawing corner, and this is what you have. And for where he's at now, I mean, he said he knows it all. He really does. He knows it all. He knows it as well as the guys that have been playing 4 years. It's amazing how smart he is. And I know I say it a lot, but I don't know if people really hear me. This intelligence part of football is one of the main things that you got to have. It really does. And it comes with instincts, and all those things come along with it. And he's got those things. He naturally can play the game. He's just really good for his corner. I don't know if he's gave up a catch yet. One against Bethlehem.
Mm-hmm.
Really not even his fault, really. There's supposed to be help somewhere there wasn't. It's just amazing to be able to come out in 3rd grade. It talks to the type of kid he is, very coachable. You tell him something one time, he's got it. Extremely athletic. I believe I seen him do a backflip the other day. Is that you?
I think so.
They coached a flag football game, and I looked down. The games are over, and I looked down. That was you, right?
Yeah, I
don't
told
know
my
if
team if they win, I'd do
they win, he do a backflip. I look over, and he's doing a backflip and landing it. So that's what type of athlete. He's just a natural athlete. I mean, he says he's not that fast, but he's a really good athlete overall.
Mm-hmm.
And been a really good player for us. Really helped us a lot. Going to play a whole lot. And going to play more this week and as the season goes. He's just kind of progressively, can he handle this? Can he handle this? And everything I've given him has been a yes. So he's going to keep getting more reps.
You never know what you're going to get when a guy comes out his senior year
No.
and he hadn't played, and it's a pleasant surprise when he's able to get on the field and help you out.
Yeah, you hope that they could help you in special teams maybe, or be a sub every now and then. But when guys can come out and really contribute, and we've been lucky with a lot of those guys that can really come out and get it here recently, and it's becoming a thing when those guys come out, they're able to play. So
We just
he's
got to
another one.
figure out how to get him out earlier.
It'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah, we just gotta figure
That's
it- what's that
just-
formula?
What's it take to get you out early?
What would have gotten you out earlier?
Like playing sooner, or
Yeah,
Yeah, play.
yeah. What would have got you
What
come
would
out
have
as a
gotten you
freshman
out
or
as a
sophomore?
player?
I don't really know, because I've always played golf and
Yeah, you were a pretty good golfer too. Yeah, I'm sure they miss you on the golf team as well.
Yeah.
I think kids get a lot of confidence their senior year, just in general.
Yeah.
Being the big dogs now,
Yeah.
and just body's bigger. I feel like that's a lot of it. Feel a lot more confident.
Yeah. So we'll take just a moment here and recognize again some of our partners who help us to bring to you our electronic work that we do for the Rocket football program, all of the products we put online. Frazier Law Office, see Bart Frazier for all your legal needs. Riley Tool Machine, Todd Riley, of course, voice of the Rockets, and he's also got the tool machine shop right there behind what we know as the old Conrad's. It's we're at Hometown Foods where you can go eat now. H&H Home and Hardware, where you can buy just about anything you need for any project. The Heritage at Marion Country Club, they have golf, bingo, billiards, and now disc golf, and also Mulligan's Restaurant. YTG Insurance, Tanner Tabor for all your insurance needs. He's a former Rocket. And, of course, you can get all your game day gear at Hodges Sports and Apparel. You can also get, deer hunting stuff down there. You guys, Cole, you deer hunt?
Do.
You do? Now, is that something you picked up in Crittenden County, or did you have that sport in your repertoire before you got here?
Well, my stepdad would always come down here every year,
Yeah.
come deer hunt. So I was familiar with it, but I didn't really start till last year. I think it was my first year.
Yeah.
I killed a doe and a buck.
Yeah. And of course the belts, all the belts and Crofts hunt, right?
Yeah.
They do. We've got a lot of those around here. So let's get back to football, guys, and let's talk about Fulton County. Fulton County again has 2 wins. Those wins were over Callaway County, a team we scrimmaged and handled pretty well, and then they beat Ballard County. Both of those teams are 0 for this year. Neither one of them have a victory. So that's Fulton County's only win. But then they took Russellville. All the way down to the end, and that game was in overtime, and that's where you said the quarterback wasn't there, and so that's even more impressive, the fact they were able to do that against Russell. Of course, Russell was state finalists last year, and we've got to get our game together over the next 2 weeks as we play our 2 district games. The teams that have beaten Fulton County is Gleason, Marshall County, and South Fulton and Trigg County. Of course, Trigg County was undefeated until our buddy Sean Thompson went over and knocked them off. So we've got a pretty good football team coming in here, and as you mentioned, they only have 28 players, but the quarterback, Max Gibbs, is pretty good, and he throws it around pretty well. He's passed for about 1,200 yards this season, pretty close to it. And they have a ton of receivers, Deshawn Jones being number 1. He's number 6, I should say, but he's their top receiver. But he's got 24. But Charles Goodman has 18. They have a lot of talent down there, and then a couple of running backs that are 300 and 400 yards apiece. So what do we have to do to stop these guys, Coach Courtney?
We got to get after them a little bit. Really need to play hard, run around. They have some size on us. Number 6, what's his name? Deshawn Johnson. He's big, really big back, big receiver. Really going to have to tackle well and fly around and play team defense. We also need to get some turnovers. We still haven't been +2 all year, which eats me up. So district time would be a great time to start getting those +2 and hitting those numbers that we want to hit. But besides that, we just got to go out and play. This is what we've worked for. This is when it matters. All those other ones, we talk about all the time. As long as we're getting better, it's all good. But now it's not. This one means something. It's the first one of the year that means something. We need to come out and execute and show that we've been getting better, and everything that we've been doing is paying off with the win this week.
Well, we've talked about so much over the past couple of 3 weeks, really, how injuries have been such a key factor, and then we go down and beat a team on the road, a long way from home. The team is pretty big, pretty physical, and we handle them pretty well. So talk about what's going on up front, and will we be getting anybody back, and if not, how these guys progressing?
It doesn't seem like we'll be getting anybody back this week. Still, hoping that we could later in the year, but they're looking really good. I don't think they're going to get any worse, and they came in and did a really good job, all of them, all young and all getting better each week. Saw Caden Travis today at practice and felt really good about the stuff that he was doing, really feel like he's getting better. I think they're gaining confidence. They got in there and they say, hey, we can do this, all of them, and that's a big deal just to go in there and get that confidence, and I think they have that, and I think they'll continue to roll that. roll with that and the offense still be able to be productive. Injuries, we got a bunch of them, and they just keep piling up, to be honest with you. It's just hitting us hard, but we've been lucky with the next guy stepping up, we just got to continue to do that, roll with the punches, and we'll see what happens.
And up front now, of course, Brand Sassy's at center. Had a little trouble there just for a period, just a few, maybe a series, but then got right back on track. And he's really done a great job. Yeah,
he's done a really good job. He does have some snap issues every now and then. For whatever reason, kind of hard to figure out. Usually trying, I think, just get off the ball fast when the ball sells. Or
those guys were pretty big up front for Liberty Creek.
Yeah, and it was an odd front defense, which means they had a nose guard right over top of you, which always makes it tough on a center. It rushes things a little bit. So he's just learning and growing. But like you said, he did an outstanding job. But, we did have a couple bad snaps. And this offense, we can't have them. We can't. It throws the timing. Everything. If you have a bad snap, the play's pretty much dead.
But I noticed he came right off the sideline, got to work over there, and fixed it.
Yep. Right, that's what it's all about. Yeah. Playing the next play, forget about it, figure it out.
It's like a veteran. Yeah. It's not like a freshman,
right. Yeah. He's getting veteranous now. It's been a while.
What about other guys up front? Some of these new guys. Of course, Grayson James played a great game. He was the Player of the Week or Lineman of the Week, and he's been a mainstay. We had him on the post game show talked to him a little bit. Yes. But talk a little bit about these guys up front and kind of again. Tell us, throw some names out there for us.
Grayson, like you said, has been outstanding, doing everything. And when these injuries happen, it's not just like he's been a mainstay. He starts at guard, then has to move to left tackle to protect Micah's blind side and kind of probably the most important spot of your offensive line. And he has to be our communicator now. Just really had to step into that role last week and did an outstanding job at it. Travis Wazinas did really good at guard. He's been playing pretty much the whole year and has done really well. We got Caden Travis and Phoenix Clayton both rotating at guard. Who those are the two that you come in, at least like Brand Sassy early on, we didn't know what we got. We're pretty sure what we have now there. Those were the two kind of questions going into the game, and both just played outstanding the last 2 weeks and continue to get better. I thought they were better last week than this week. I mean, we've been able to run the football pretty efficiently, really. When we're not, it usually comes down to something silly like snaps or something. Not that we're necessarily missing blocks, especially interior. So we did a great job. And Lane West, just a kid we're lucky to have, and so happy that he came out. Plays so hard, so coachable, asks question after question, just wants to continue getting better. And, man, if you look at him from the beginning of the year to now, I mean, he's a complete beast right now. And beginning of the year, we thought – he'd be a JV, maybe by the middle of the year, be able to work him in, but he's been great for us and playing offensively and defensively now.
Well, those guys did a great job of blocking for Micah. Even in the first half, Micah had plenty of time at Liberty Creek, and he said, he admitted that he just didn't trust himself and didn't get the ball out quick enough, and it created some problems for us. But, man, it got corrected in the second half, and we got on track. He threw a couple of touchdown passes, and Caleb Nesbitt had a great game, and he's defensive. We talked about him on the show Monday, but gosh, just both sides of the ball. Yeah. He's a quiet all-star.
Yeah, he really is. He can do anything, everything. Special teams, offense, defense, doesn't matter. He's always impacting the game in a big way. Recovering fumbles, creating turnovers, everything. Catching the ball, running the ball. It doesn't matter. Blocking. A lot of the big touchdowns on the quarterback runs. His guys on the other side of the field, the stuff that you never see, and he's always been quietly really good. Just doesn't necessarily all those stuff show up in the stats if you don't watch the game.
Right, and brother Devin, his older brother, who was a Player of the Year in the district, Mr. Six, we coined that nickname because he scored more touchdowns than anybody. And everybody knew Devin, but now Caleb just comes out there, and I'm sure they watch film and they know him.
Yeah, I'd say the other teams really know him and better respect them.
But he's a guy we just don't talk about a whole lot.
Yeah,
but
probably not as much as you should, or we should.
Yeah, he's really defensively. He's just getting so physical.
He is.
I mean, just
he is
tearing him up. So, take just a moment again to talk about some of our partners. Of course, Whitetail Property is our primary sponsor for the Coaches Show, and we appreciate Whitetail Properties. They also bring you the post-game show after each football game. but also some of our partners for our coaches show each week. Johnson's Furniture and Appliance. You can shop local for all of your home needs there. It's family owned and been in Marion, Kentucky for a couple of generations now, 3 generations in fact. Of ownership. Full Body Fitness Studio, Serena Dickerson. Do you guys know Serena Dickerson? Y'all ever run into her out around the football field? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. What does she do out there besides everything?
Yeah, a little bit of everything.
Yeah. Of course, she has Full Body Fitness Studio, and Serena is a big supporter of rock football. We appreciate her. Clark's Marion True Value, your full service lumber, hardware, and steel dealer. And also, I see that Traco. Have y'all seen that Traco sitting down there and they had a big sign, $300 and something?
Oh, I did.
I want to get that and play with it.
Yeah.
I just really want to take that
Sure.
home one day. It's like a puppy to me. I think I'm going to rent it.
All right,
Do you know how to operate one?
No,
I don't
I'll come
either.
out there and we'll figure it out.
It'd be fun.
Yeah.
La Delicia Restaurant, open 7 days a week in the Darwin Plaza. And Deer Lakes Golf Course. Go down and check out their 18-hole course. See Rick and, of course, Coach Big D, Coach
Right.
Belt down there. He works on the weekends or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
Still does, doesn't he?
I think so.
Moonlight,
Yeah.
the baseball coach is. So we are going to be at home. It's homecoming week. Guys, you know, what's going on homecoming weeks? Everybody staying focused, Koa?
I think so.
Let me ask you this: what people really want to know, who's going to win the Powder Puff football game Thursday night?
Seniors.
The seniors? You think
Yeah,
so?
seniors.
You know, my daughter's on the freshman team, and she said she thinks they can take them.
No.
No way.
Seniors.
So they got Taylor Belt, right? Who else they have?
I don't even know.
Oh, you don't even know. You just going with the seniors.
Yeah, seniors.
Who you got for this thing?
I think the seniors got it.
You think the seniors? Who's player of the game for the? Who do you think is going to be player of the game for the senior Powder Puff game?
I don't know. Probably Taylor. She's just an athlete.
You think? I mean,
Probably.
yeah. Who's got second best team? You think? You watched them? Have you watched them? Are y'all coaching any of this?
No.
I'm not.
No.
Probably the freshman.
So what are you looking forward to homecoming week wise, other than a big W on Friday night? Anything in particular?
I mean, the parade, the pep rally.
Yeah.
We have a pep rally Friday, I think, for the football game.
First time back for all that stuff in a long time.
Yeah, because of COVID,
I'm
having
even
an
excited
opportunity.
about it. Really
Yeah.
am. It's nice to get back to having
Yeah.
those things for them.
Yeah, even though it can be an issue,
Yeah, it
but
can
it
be.
seems they're used to it. But now this being
Yeah,
a lot of
the
these
same.
kids, these
First
seniors
time
hadn't
for
had it since they were a
Freshmen. Yeah.
Probably weren't even
Seniors are the
playing.
only ones that had it as a freshman. Yeah, and I don't know if any of them were
Yeah.
getting much time at that time. But
So, Coach Courtney, what's got to click for sure? What's got to click for us this week for us to get this first win in district play?
everything, I hope. We got to take care of the football, take away the football. Just the simplest of things, just execution, just doing our job, just the stuff that we've worked on all year. Everything. It's time for everything to come together at this point. It's not one thing here, one thing there. We need to be pretty sharp at all aspects. We need to be able to tackle well. We need to be able to block well. We need to be able to take care of the football. All the things, special teams, everything. And I feel like we've been getting better each and every week. And, it's exciting to see, to get into district play. This is what we do it for when it means something. So,
Well, you're starting to get more fumbles yourself. I mean, last week you had that one on the goal line, which was
Yeah.
huge.
Huge.
And then, would you end up with 3?
two to one. Yep.
Yeah, two fumble recoveries there. So turning the tide, and you've got 3 regular season games left. 2 of them are going to be district games.
Mm-hmm.
We are here against Fulton County this week again. We will be at Russellville next week and take on the Panthers. They are the defending champions, and I know that's been a burr in everybody's side since last year. And you've
Mm-hmm.
You still carrying around that second place trophy?
I'll be honest, Counts is the one that carries that out, and I haven't seen it since he's been hurt. So I'm glad you mentioned it.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll be back soon.
Yeah, well, he was wearing a big pancake.
Yeah.
necklace last week. That's
They
another-
went out and got that themselves, actually. So,
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Y'all have more awards. I'm
We do.
envious of
We-
the way you put all these awards together.
We
It
do have a lot of
motivates.
awards, yeah.
Y'all like all that? What's your favorite award?
I like the big necklace
The
for
big
the hardest
chain.
hit.
Yeah. what's your-
Probably
yeah.
the same.
Yeah. Have y'all had it yet? So this week.
You gotta
Okay.
get it.
This week. This is your week. So Friday night kickoff is 7 p.m. out Rocket Stadium, and Todd will be there. The voice of the Rockets, Vicky will be. She'll have everything cranking, and we've got tickets are all online for. It's not GoFan here. It's Ticket Leap. You can find that link on the Rocket Football website. That's at rocketsfootball.com. So buy your tickets before you come out, so you don't have to have a problem standing in line. Any other special events for this game other than homecoming? Which I assume homecoming, they'll get that off the ground about 30 minutes before.
Yeah, I believe 6:30 start.
6:30 start. Anything else prior or during halftime that we need to know about?
I don't think so. Not anything special.
Hey,
I'm sure they'll do the kick and all that.
Yeah, they
But,
do
just normal as far as
Whitetail
I know.
Properties, of course, does the halftime kick. And again, Whitetail Properties is a primary sponsor of our coaches show, and we appreciate again Mark Williams and all that he does for Rocket Athletics. We'll see you out at Rocket Stadium Friday night, guys. Let's get a big W.
Hope so.
All right, let's go.